No IP address, no real name, no digital fingerprint that stuck for longer than a few hours. Yet behind that invisible presence was a woman sitting in a small apartment, laptop glowing in the dark, sipping coffee gone cold. Her job wasn't to hack banks or steal secrets. It was to hunt the people who did. She worked for a cybersecurity task force that specialized in infiltrating dark web marketplaces, those hidden corners of the internet where anonymity reigns, where drugs, weapons, and stolen data change hands like currency. To outsiders, the dark web is a myth or a movie plot, but for her it was a workplace, a place she entered with caution, curiosity, and purpose. Her codename was Lynx, but the forums knew her as the Ghost. She was an infiltration specialist, part investigator, part hacker, part actor. Her mission was to blend in among the world's most paranoid criminals without being noticed. She wasn't there to shut them down directly. She was there to gather information, IP breadcrumbs, language patterns, Bitcoin wallets, even typing rhythms. The kind of data that could connect a screen name to a real-world suspect. It started years earlier, when she was a student in computer science. She had always been drawn to puzzles, especially the ones that involved breaking systems just to see how they could be fixed again. During her studies, she joined a cybersecurity club, a group that played capture the flag competitions, where teams raced to exploit vulnerabilities under time pressure. She wasn't the loudest person in the room, but she was meticulous, analytical, and unafraid to dig into the details everyone else ignored. After graduation, she was recruited into a private cybersecurity firm that often collaborated with law enforcement agencies. There, she found her calling: digital infiltration. Instead of waiting for criminals to attack, her team would go into their spaces, watch them communicate, track their methods, and collect intelligence. Her first assignment was small: infiltrate a forum known for selling stolen credit card data. The community required invitation codes and proof of credibility. To gain access, she built an entire persona, a fake identity with a believable history. It took weeks of background construction, burner email addresses, consistent usernames across small related boards, a unique linguistic style, even time zone behavior that matched her cover story. When she finally got in, she didn't post anything for days. She just observed. That was the first rule of infiltration. Listen before you speak. The forum's users spoke in half-coded slang. Some traded fulls, complete identity packages that included names, social security numbers, and bank logins. Others advertised malware kits or botnet rentals. She mapped out the relationships, noting which accounts seemed trusted and which ones posted frequently but never received replies, likely law enforcement plants. She built social graphs, tracing connections between buyers and sellers. Weeks turned into months. Her reports helped identify several accounts tied to a credit card fraud ring that stretched across 3 continents. She earned her reputation quietly, not as a hacker, but as an observer who could decode chaos. Then came her most dangerous mission yet: infiltrating a ransomware marketplace operating deep in the Tor network. The site was hidden behind layers of encryption and invitation chains. To get in, she had to build a legend convincing enough to fool even the most paranoid admins. Her persona this time: a developer offering custom ransomware payloads to buyers. To sound credible, she actually coded small, non-lethal software samples that mimicked ransomware behavior, but could be harmlessly reversed. Digital decoys that sold the illusion. It worked. Within a month, she was inside the inner circle of one of the largest ransomware groups operating at the time. They called themselves Shadow Vault. Inside, she witnessed the industrial scale of cybercrime. Hundreds of users buying and selling exploits like normal people trade sneakers or NFTs. There were price lists, customer support chats, even a loyalty system for repeat clients. The group's leaders rarely spoke publicly, but their financial activity painted a vivid picture. Each successful ransomware attack was split into shares. Developers got 30%, affiliates 60%, and platform operators 10%. Then came the discovery that changed everything. While tracing cryptocurrency transactions, she noticed that several wallets receiving ransomware payments were funneling funds into a single exchange wallet, one that had slipped through the cracks of the group's obfuscation process. That wallet led to a real-world financial institution in Eastern Europe. For the first time, Shadow Vault had a tangible weak point. Her team at the task force built a case around it, connecting the wallet to email domains, the domains to hosting providers, and the providers to physical addresses. The operation spanned months, with coordination between multiple countries. Arrests followed, servers were seized, and millions in cryptocurrency were frozen. Her infiltration had worked. When she eventually left the field to work in cyber policy, she started speaking publicly, though never using her real name, about the ethical dilemmas of digital undercover work. She explained how undercover agents sometimes have to buy illegal goods to maintain cover, and how every keystroke could implicate them in crimes they're trying to stop. The ghost remains anonymous to this day. Her identity is protected by the agencies she worked with. Her story shared only through reconstructed accounts. But her work changed how digital infiltration is done, with more emphasis on ethics, mental health, and balance between observation and interference. Her story reminds us that not all heroes wear badges or uniforms. Some wear headsets and stare into screens, navigating mazes of encrypted forums and hidden markets. They operate in silence, behind layers of proxies and fake profiles, keeping one step ahead of those who would exploit the same technology for harm. In the end, the ghost didn't win fame or fortune. What she won was something far more fragile: the right to step away, to disconnect, to reclaim her real name from the personas she built. This is Data Heist, the dark side of data. Subscribe for more digital heists from the dark side of our connected world.